Pimp, pimp.
Hooray!
Oh, we already did that with our entire.
No. We did, but I was expecting pimp, pimp, hooray. I said pimp, pimp. You said pimp, pimp. I was like, wait, what? You were supposed to say hooray. I say pimp, pimp.
There's a reverb on the song. So he's like, pimp, 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 pimp. Hooray, hooray. So I was right.
Okay.
Don't play that shit.
All right, whatever. Anyways, it's your boy Truth.
It's your boy Eazy.
And of course, we're going to talk about Kendrick Lamar's
The Heart
latest
Part
single.
4. The Heart Part 4. Bars. Even, you know it's crazy when even your title is bars. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously, man.
Kendrick came out and he gave us like almost like a medley of different sounds.
Mm-hmm.
He started off like kind of like sing-songing or whatever, and he's like, "I kill all you niggas," and just like started like I don't know what was happening. Apparently, it's like 4 different beats, 3 producers, no hook. So there's no hook on this, just straight up Kendrick saying some shit. And this is actually not gonna be a single on his upcoming project.
No, I'm not surprised because he's dropped Heart Part 1, 2, 3 prior to his like commercial releases. So this is not a surprise at all.
So this song reminds me a lot of something like Control, or I guess even more recently, like J. Cole's thing leading up to his
False
albums.
Prophets, Everybody Dies.
He's like, you know, he's Kendrick. He knows exactly who he is. He's saying a lot on this song here, and
he's definitely taking shots at someone in particular,
and he's going hard. Okay, so when I listened to this song, a lot of the stuff I heard when he said like tiptoeing around my name or like something like that, I immediately thought Drake. But a lot of people are saying like Big Sean for some reason.
It is Big Sean. It's Big Sean.
Now explain this to me because I think it's Drake because Drake he's like subliminal queen. You know what I'm saying? Like he's throwing subliminals all the time.
When Kendrick said, reminded me of a nigga that I do know or should know or some shit. Mm-hmm. I believe that was for Drake, possibly. But then the tiptoeing around my name was definitely Big Sean. I don't know if you paid attention to his Big Sean single before his album drop, No More Interviews. How he's talking about, these rappers rapping fast, sounds like an asthma attack or whatever.
Yeah.
People thought that was for Kendrick because we all know Kendrick Lamar, he likes to spit fast without like breathing, you know? So the tiptoeing around my name, that was definitely for Big Sean. And Twitter was reacting to the Heart Part 4 when it first dropped and everyone immediately knew it was for Big Sean.
See, I don't know because I feel like Drake has been sending a lot of subliminals towards Kendrick over the years. And Kendrick
not recently, right?
I mean,
because I don't really see him taking any shots at Kendrick. I would say lately Meek Mill and Tory Lanez, but like Kendrick
I would
Lamar,
say though that like I don't think these two are on like good terms necessarily. So honestly, like I can see like why would Kendrick go after Big Sean? Like it doesn't make any real sense to me.
You have to listen to No More Interviews, and then
I did listen to No More Interviews.
You gotta listen to it again. You gotta look up.
No, because even still, fuck Rap Genius. What I'm saying is that Kendrick would benefit, or like not even benefit. Like why Big Sean? Like it don't matter. Like if you want to go after somebody, you go after somebody like Drake. When you're that level, why do you go down to like you know what I mean?
So you're saying Big Sean's down
compared to Kendrick?
I mean, Big Sean, like, he did step up big time with that I Decided album and then, like, the freebies that he dropped.
I just don't think there's a single person out there in the world that would say Big Sean over Kendrick. Not a single one. But people are out here making arguments saying that Drake is better than Kendrick.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? So so from my perspective, maybe the whole song is about, you know, Big Sean or whatever. I don't know. But from my perspective, I can see Kendrick getting a little irritated because at least Big Sean, like he's doing this thing, like he's rapping, he's writing his own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing his thing. But you got Drake out here becoming a pop rapper, doing dancehall, biting other people's flows, questionably not writing his own shit, and saying he's top 2, but he's not 2, meaning he's number 1. You have his fans saying Drake is the best. You have Drake saying he's the best, top 5 rapper alive, whatever. And then Kendrick comes out and says, I am the best rapper alive. Like, says it like...
I am the greatest rapper alive.
Like, he like put an exclamation point on that statement. I feel like honestly that was like a direct shot towards Drake, like how he slowed it down, because like you can see Drake top five, and then Kendrick comes out, I am the greatest rapper alive.
He's emphasizing like, that he's the greatest.
Exactly, making sure that people know it's King Kendrick.
All right, I understand your argument because, More Life dropped, so Kendrick's probably listening to it, and he's like, you know what? All right.
And that song, I forgot what he referenced, but he referenced something that happened like 2 days ago prior to that song dropping.
What did you say?
I don't remember, but I remember I was reading through some comments and stuff, and people were like, oh, he mentioned this. That literally happened 2 days ago. And I was just like, oh, shit. So Kendrick out here just like this happened recently. That makes me also add fuel to the fire that this is for Drake.
Okay. So a lot of people saying Big Sean, you're saying Drake, and I definitely agree with like all the points that you have.
I do think there's a history there between like Drake and Kendrick.
There is.
Drake like feels betrayed for Kendrick coming at him on Control or whatever.
Yeah.
I think Drake really took that the wrong way.
He did.
And honestly, I think like when it comes to Kendrick, he's still like old school in the mind, you know what I'm saying? So like he'll see stuff like that, and he'll see Drake saying that he's top whatever, and he'll see Drake, take offense to that like a little bitch, let's be honest.
Okay.
And he gets irritated at that because you know what I'm saying, Drake's supposed to be your peer. He is the top artist right now. Like you can say top 3. It's probably like Adele, Taylor Swift, Drake. Those are the 3 like the top artists right now.
Right.
Worldwide. And Drake, he's putting on for rap. Like people look at Drake and they're like, oh, so that's what rap is. And Kendrick might have something to say about that. That's why I don't think he's going after Big Sean, because Big Sean doesn't have that big a stake. But again, I have heard no more interviews. I can see why, like Kendrick would go after him, because Big Sean is also like in interviews himself has danced around the whole Control topic and danced around Kendrick's name before. So I'm not saying that you're invalid in that. I'm just also saying that like I feel like the bigger enemy that Kendrick would be going after here is Drake.
All right. He did mention the 7th. 2 weeks notice for these rappers in the game. And he better drop something, because we've been waiting 2 years.
It just doesn't seem like he's going to drop a project. I just don't, I don't know,
I mean, hey, he's been quiet. His hair's probably growing. He looks like a hobo now, so when that shit happens, he's definitely working on some fire.
The main reason why I don't want him to drop on that day is because Joey Badass is dropping on that day. And I think Joey Badass is a super talented rapper that everybody should be listening to right now. And it's going to suck because he's going to get overshadowed by Kendrick. Let's be completely honest.
And if Kendrick decides to drop the album that day, hopefully Joey Badass decides to like push it just a little bit.
Nah, because I feel like I understand what you're saying, and that would be nice. But at the same time,
he wants to compete.
Yeah, like because this just the raw statements of what Kendrick was saying on that song. Yeah. I feel like if he drops it on the same day as Joey Badass, and then Joey Badass pushes it back, like Joey Badass becomes one of those rappers that Kendrick is referencing and stuff like that. And I don't think I wouldn't want that. Like, stick to your guns, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, be with the shits.
And check this out, breaking news. Allegedly, Tracklist has surfaced for Kendrick's album.
I don't believe that shit.
Let's see.
Because there was many track lists with More Life. I don't believe none of that shit.
All right. Apparently, it's 14 tracks. Number 1, Purple Hibiscus, which is 8 minutes, 45 seconds. Number 2, Counterfeit, which is 3:26. Number 3, Trust Everyone. Number 4, Delusional, featuring Anderson .Paak. I like that guy. And Anna Wise. Number 5, Product, featuring Andre Benjamin, produced by Kanye West.
That's going to be the best song on the project, clearly.
Number 6, Richard Nixon. Number 7, None of Your Business, featuring Anna Wise, Kanye West, and Q-Tip, produced by Kanye West. Number 8, Double Standards. Number 9, If You Had Me, You Lost Me. Number 10, Commercialized, Failed Experiments. 11, 10 Steps, featuring Bilal, D'Angelo, and Thundercat. 12, Paranoia, Is Love Stronger Than Death, which is apparently 12 minutes long. 13, Rest in Paradise, and the last track is Swim with the Fishes, God Said, which is 7 minutes.
like it's a believable track list, but at this point, like I just don't believe any of that.
Because a lot of people like to toss up these track lists that sometimes they look reasonable and some of them are just a dead force. Like there's no way that could be the actual track list for the album.
Like Kendrick having an 8-minute intro, almost 9 minutes. Like I don't know. Like maybe it is real, whatever.
It sounds reasonable for him because he has a history of recording long tracks.
I don't know. I just don't give any merit to those kinds of leaks or anything like that. I just don't believe them at all because you see them so often. And like the thing is like tomorrow or in a few days you're gonna see another one. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't really trust that shit. And plus, like if Kendrick has been working on an album that is dropping in 2 weeks and nobody's heard a word about it, I almost guarantee he has a tight enough ship to where like his track list won't get leaked. Unless he's already like submitted it on iTunes and some shit like that has happened.
Right.
But I don't know. I just don't believe that. But like overall, I don't think we've actually said what we think about the song though. Like, what do we?
I fuck with it. Like when I first heard it, I was like, all right, let's see what this guy has, because I'm thinking about like when J. Cole came out of nowhere with those singles, and then Drake came out nowhere with those singles, and then they dropped their albums. That J. Cole, it was a flop. Drake, he stepped up after Views, and then you got Kendrick Lamar coming back again with the single. It starts off slow, and then the beat switches, and he's just spitting hot fire. He's spitting bars. He's going at someone. We don't know who, but he's coming back with a vengeance, and hopefully in 2 weeks he drops an album, and this is a good step in the right direction. This track is fucking fire, and I love it.
Yeah, like he's obviously rapping really well. I don't think anybody would deny the fact that, like, obviously nobody's questioning Kendrick's skill, his talent, his pen.
Not at all.
Not a single person would do that. And my favorite part in this song reminds me of You a lot. And he's like writing, and he's like, oh fuck, rips the paper, scraps it, and he's writing another bar. Oh fuck, rips it, scraps it. It reminds me of You, how he's like drinking during the middle of his verse.
Yeah,
I like that because it adds like livelihood. It paints a picture. It's like watching a movie almost, but you're hearing it through a song. And I've never seen any other artists do this. I said I've never seen another artist do this. I'm not saying Kendrick is the first or only one.
Right.
I'm just saying I've never seen from personal experience, and it's something that I love. Like it transcends like just regular music, you know what I mean? Like he's going a step above to bring you in to like the studio with him while he's writing this, to, you know, like I just really like that part. My only thing is that with songs like this, like what merit do they have to get replayed? Like I've heard what you had to say, but like am I going to be replaying this song a lot? Maybe not. I might play like every now and then, but I'm not going to be like keeping this on repeat or whatever, you know what I mean? That's just the way that I listen to music. I'm sure there's other people out there that are going to have this shit on repeat for 2 weeks until the album drops. But for me personally, while it is a great song and I think that he has a lot to say on it and he's coming for some next right now, for me personally, I'm just not going to be like, you know, bumping this all the time. That's just how I feel about it.
What do you think his direction is going to be for this next album?
See, now that's another thing too, because none of his projects have like sounded the same. You know what I'm saying?
That is
Section
true.
80 and Good Kid, Mad City, they sounded very different. And then even more, Good Kid, Mad City and September Butterfly are like indistinguishable. Like you can't, well, not indistinguishable. They're like, you can't, there's no comparison. You know what I'm saying? They're
not
just
at all.
Completely different.
Not
I think
at
this is going to
all.
be something similar here. He's going to completely switch it up. He's not going to do the funk sound anymore. He's going to go on to his own thing.
I hope not.
And I think, here's my bold prediction. I think like with this happening, I don't think he's the type to just drop a single that's calling people out and then just like have an album and then it'd be its own thing, like how J. Cole did, like how he dropped those songs to, you know, coming out. I thought J. Cole, his project was going to be about, you know what I'm saying, talking about like the rap game and everything like that. That's why I was so excited for it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. I think Kendrick's is. I think his is going to be talking about the current state of the world, the current state of hip hop and how he feels about everything. And I think it's going to be like, this is going to be a snapshot in time, right? Like we're going to go back to this album and, you know, be like, oh, remember 2017, you know, Trump was president. You know, this was going on in hip hop. This was going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? The Muslim ban, like all that shit. It's going to be very relevant. That's what I think this album is going to be personally. And of course, it's Kendrick. So I'm excited for it.
Already a classic?
I mean, he said he got a classic and then back to back another classic. Like, it's true. 2 classics. Well, I mean, it's too early to say, but let's be real.
I have a lot of confidence in Kendrick, man. I don't think he has disappointed anyone yet.
Nah, absolutely not.
And hopefully he continues to go on that right path and just keep delivering, you know.
But what did y'all think of The Heart Part 4, bars? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, like it, subscribe, some shit. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, SoundCloud, YC Flow Eazy. Links in the description.
Follow me on Twitter. I retweet all the latest hip-hop stuff.
And we're going to catch you guys in our next video. Peace out.